What's up? It's yours truly, Carcino, right here. And I'm hungry. Oh, B-More, you got beat out by the realness. I need some quick food. Because I'm ready to eat, like, right now. I should go get some Panera bread. Trying to get 30 racks. 20 videos a day. Shoot, I'm almost. Tell you, I got videos popping up every day. You get a Cino video. I just went to the other place to get the fish because I don't want to go to that chicken shack. We'll do that later. I need to grab something like just quick, just so I can eat it. I'll grab some Taco Bell then. I don't even feel like eating Taco Bell, but it's quick. And I don't got time to waste. Everybody else, the lines are going around the corner. And even this line is a little bit too long, but they'll get you out quick. Now, let's get into it. Hey, y'all seen Dana White? Have you seen Dana White? Didn't you see him change his whole shirt? My man talking about he was like, yeah, man, I'll be a quarterback for Tom Brady. The chances of that fight happening. Now he like, yeah, I see the fight happening. I don't eat that much.
Hello guys, Taco Bell, how are you today?
Yes, let me get 3 grilled steak tacos.
Okay. Anything to drink with that?
You have a lemonade?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get a lemonade.
What size?
Medium.
Anything else?
That'll be all.
Okay, $9.95 to go for it.
Thank you. So, but you see why he changed his shirt, don't you? Remember when I told you the fight was going to take place? First, because I was like, man, this is a pipe dream. Then I started seeing all the things in motion. And then people was like, no, this is serious, dog. He ain't playing. Like, they finna get this fight off. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's going on then. I guess it's going down. No sauce.
No sauce?
No. Thank you.
Did they give me a straw?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
I got too much sauce. I don't need the sauce. I am the sauce. Do I get any exercise? You see me? Look at me. I'm a walking mountain of muscle. You know why he changed his mind, don't you? Because it's not his decision. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Exactly, it's money. And this is why I told you it was going to happen. The UFC was losing money. Conor McGregor sat down. Ronda Rousey is gone. They have no pay-per-view star. They losing millions of dollars. Millions. So if Conor McGregor's not fighting, See, the whole thing and the whole time, Floyd and Conor McGregor was working in cahoots. You know, Al Heyman helped structure this thing together. And since Floyd is part of the William Morris agency, William Morris Entertainment's own the UFC now. So Dana's not really the boss. Terrence Crawford knocks out Mikey Garcia, beats him like he did in the amateurs. But I want to stay on topic. Now, because they own the agency, it was only a matter of time before they make this fight happen. There are a lot of people that own the UFC who are really in control. Like, look, we need this money. So far, what we bought isn't cracked up to making us anything. And Dana knows he's got a part ownership in the UFC. They want to use him to be the face. So he says what the company is saying. Now, the fact that he can't get Conor McGregor to do a fight, and Conor McGregor be like, nope, I'm turning that down. I'm going to sit out. You got to let me go do this fight. Then I'll come back to the UFC. The UFC's afraid that he's going to make so much money, he's not going to return to the UFC. And they're like, look, that's a risk he's going to have to take. So they want him to sign an agreement that he has to fight in the UFC after he wins. Or wins or loses or whatever. He got to come back to the UFC and give them X amount of fights. Conor don't want to sign that agreement. And that's what's been holding everything up. Even though he's got a contract, he could void his contract by just sitting out. But he can't compete without the UFC getting any type of money. So what he's been doing, and the UFC wants to make sure they get fights out of Conor McGregor, is that after this fight, he could do a couple more fights to honor his contract. They just want a couple more pay-per-view fights out of him. So it's like a no bailout clause they want him to sign so they can go ahead and get this fight done. But he has to sign that deal with the UFC in order for the fight to take place. But it's gonna happen. They're gonna make this happen because realistically, it's a big money fight. It's a circus fight. But, well, what else they gonna do? Conor McGregor is a circus, and so is what the UFC has become. So who can you blame in this situation? But Dana White had to put his foot in his mouth. So when he went on Conan, that's what he's talking about. He can't see how the fight's not going to happen now. Because what he saw was the numbers. And what they're saying is, why in the world are you talking about this fight can't happen when we're talking about getting proceeds off of the fight? Like the UFC is going to make money off of this. So for Dana White to open his mouth and say the fight ain't going to happen and this and that, you gotta be very careful. Now he's gotta backtrack, and that's why he's on TV now, because it's not his decision. He's not a boss. So all of his Floyd Mayweather this is what we're offering Floyd, and all this garbage he was talking. So, you know, service might be bad if you got poor streaming. Well, Dana already folded because it ain't his decision. See, the thing is, he's a minority owner now. He's got minor shares. They bought him out. They're pretty much phasing him out of the company. They only keeping Dana White because you remember the face. Dana White and UFC. Dana White and UFC. So that's why they kept him around. The brothers are already being replaced. They're done. Now, he already doesn't like the way the practices are with the new people that he's working with, because he's never worked with these people before. It ain't no Rick Ross versus Baby. Rick Ross is trying to sell records. He did this last time, that big fat oil spill. is looking like the same dummy he was last time he had his album coming out. Every time he had an album coming out, he taking up a Lil Wayne. When his album ain't coming out, he ain't saying nothing about no Lil Wayne. Everybody keep talking about congratulations for 100,000 views. Do I get a something in the mail or something? Like, what is going on with this 100,000 views thing? What's up, Solo TV? One out of every 1,000 YouTubers, I get a silver plaque. YouTube gives me a medal for getting 100,000 people to watch my videos. Oh, wow. So I guess, what, 1 million is a gold plaque? I'll believe it when I see me with a plaque. See, this is why I don't like to be outside during this time. It's crazy. People getting home from work and then I'm trying to navigate through the woods. See, the reception is a lot better if I start away and go home than if I come from home and leave out. Forget about it. It's a wrap. Rick Ross got flow. That's all he got. He was a rapper with flow. He milked the business for as much as he can. But now he can go somewhere and eat 12 bologna sandwiches and chill out. He is done. Nobody's checking for him. Balls. Got a new Hummer in the summer. Whoop! Oh, nobody's checking for him. He's done. You see Baby responds like, man, I don't deal with none of this foolery. If Baby respond to Rick Ross, it's going to be pop, pop, pop. That's it. He responded back to Rick Ross. He was looking like some people coming through the door. Who was that? Conor McGregor ain't getting no $70 million. But see, that's what's happening when you losing money. People like, man, you talking about UFC got all the money, man. You don't be knowing what you talking about. I said the UFC got all the money, huh? Yeah, they got all the money. What you talking about? Boxing. UFC making all the money, right? Okay. UFC making all the money. Why would they care about this fight? They wouldn't even put this fight on. What's going on? It was too much money to be made when they first made the idea of the fight happening. You knew this fight was going to be bigger than Manny Pacquiao because Conor McGregor is white. He is white. This is the great white hype all over again. It's going to make money because Conor McGregor is white. He's a white guy who runs his mouth perfect. Manny Pacquiao was a very well-spoken, very polite Filipino. But he brought the idea that he might be able to beat Floyd Mayweather. Now they got a white guy who's crazy and flamboyant and talk trash, who go out there and fight, rugged Irishman who's really from Ireland. So, Irish Terry Conklin, yeah. He'd be like, I'm not even Irish. It just means you're white. Get out there. This is exactly how they're milking this. Floyd will carry him for a couple of rounds before he stops him. It'll be a very interesting affair to make money. I mean, Al Heyman is gonna milk this thing all the way down to the root. Do you think Floyd cares about legacy or money? And let me get some things cleared up here too. Because this one idiot UFC fighter, Michael Bisping, you remember him? Michael Bisping decided to come up and say he heard Floyd needed the money. You remember that? Floyd got scammed out of a lot of money, so he need the money. No, it's not what happened. What happened was he's talking about an incident that happened way back in 2007. Not now. He's getting things confused. So what someone was telling him was something that happened when Floyd got scammed back in 2007. Not today. So I'm thinking he got it mixed up. They made a story out of it. And that was that. But that was back in 2007 when that happened. You know, things were done. And they tried to find the guy. The guy disappeared. I mean, he really disappeared. Exactly. Nobody needs to hear Michael Bisping. I agree with that. But this is what I keep telling people. They have lost so much money to UFC. Do you remember what was the last UFC pay-per-view? Do you remember who was on it? So they make money on their shows at the gate. They make some good money on the gate. Yes, Woodley was on it. There you go. Do you want to know what kind of pay-per-views that did? Numbers? Because they don't even promote Woodley like they should have. See, and this is the problem with the UFC. They're going down the jank. They put all their marketing dollars into a fighter that's outside of the UFC now. You wasted all that time, genius, Dana White, putting all those marketing dollars into Ronda Rousey, a person who was basically, possibly she was going to lose the fight. And by you putting all that marketing dollars into her and not into her opponent, who was probably the better fighter, which we all know now, she is the better fighter. But going back then in hindsight, who might have a chance of beating her, now when she loses, no one knows the person that beat her. Because you didn't promote them. So now, yes, I watched it, man, and the one with Mike Tyson was completely ridiculous. Now that you've seen this whole thing fall out and play out the way it did, the UFC has no choice but to turn its eyes to a Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight. See, when you're making so much money, you're not concerned with that. You're saying, oh, we're not concerned with doing that because we're making so much money. No, And it's making so much money in your eyes because you're looking from your pocketbook to what they're making now. Candy, I got it on TV right here. In my opinion, and this is mine only, I think Adrian Broner, I think the confident Adrian Broner that we all knew before, the one that was, I'm AB, I could beat everybody, you know, stay flashy, you know, every day fly flashy, you know. I think that guy's gone. I think he's very in tune with the realization that he may not win a fight. He might can't beat this guy. He might can't beat that guy. I think the confidence that he had before is gone. And now he's in this whole, I think Travis Brown's gonna win against my man's. Travis Brown is, you know, he's not an outstanding fighter, but he's durable. He can take some shots. He take a licking and keep ticking. He can outlast these guys. And that's why I think he's going to win the next fight with the old man. I think he's going to beat him. He's going to outlast him. Old man got the first 3 rounds to get you out of there. If he don't get you out of there in them first 3 rounds, Travis Brown can take a shot. Should like the guns, though. The gun show for the ladies. Told y'all I'm a mountain of muscle. I don't know what they've been feeding you. Hold on while I eat. No. Mmm. Yeah, they go along with these guns good. And these ain't even registered, baby. The guns of the Navarone. Like short sleeves, I bear arms. Chicks dig muscles, man. You got your ticket. This is your ticket, Marcus, to see the gun show. Yeah, my head is starting to grow. So it's one little piece is sticking out. That's right, I'm a rarity. So I'm a unicorn. That horn is coming out now. Kell Brook. I did a movie review for the Belko Experiment. I did 3 movie reviews in one video. Table 19, which this isn't the Table 19 crowd, and Collide, and the Belko Experiment. If you saw Get Out, watch the Belko Experiment. Because if they did that at your job, what would you do? Oh, you need to see the guns again, Candy? I'm gonna get you the guns with the smile. Yeah, I saw the Belko Experiment, man. That is wild. Big O, as soon as they get in there, right, it's 80 employees. They lock you in. They say you got 2 hours to kill 30 people. They don't care how you kill them. You got 2 hours to kill 30 people in that room. If you don't kill those 30 people, they gonna kill 60. And all of them got bombs implanted in their head because they let the company put a scanner in the back of their head to when they first start working in there. That's how they get in. They get scanned in the back of their head. See, my movie would have been over right in the introduction in the job interview, because as soon as they said, we gonna put this in the back of your head, I've been like, I'm out. You ain't injecting nothing in my skin. You ain't injecting nothing in my head. And they didn't even know what they injected in their head was a bomb. When people didn't want to cooperate, they was hitting buttons, blowing their heads up. Boom! So now you got a decision to make. You got 2 hours. 30 people gotta die. If not, they gonna kill 60. And it's only 80 of you. So what would you do at your job if you're in that situation? You start to see things transpire in there and how people become their natural self. Some people are naturally just don't care anyway. They just want to kill people. Other people, it's against their conscience to even consider that. All the phone lines are dead. They locked you in the building. The whole building is sealed. They're in Colombia. They're not in America. So they're in an isolated place. Every time they go to the roof, they start shooting stuff at the roof. Oh, I'm not spoiling nothing. Believe me. Wait till you see the movie. I gave it 4 stars. It's ranked up there with Get Out. Trying to tell you, go see that movie tonight. Don't even hesitate. I'm going back tonight to see it. I'm going to watch some basketball and I'm going to catch the last show maybe. Jessica Stevens, what's up? The movie's called The Belko Experiment. I got a movie review on my timeline. Oh, Hydro, you don't get me started on Star Wars now. Don't get me there. I'm ready. I got the b-ball game right here on the side of me. Nobody here picked Vanderbilt. Northwestern is only like what? A couple of miles away from here? You think we're going to pick against them? A lot of people here got Northwestern going all the way to the Sweet 16. Bob Arum said you finished. He said, I'm finished. Mm. Well, The Walking Dead has they getting ready for the war. Can't wait till Louisville put out UCLA. What are some Wu-Tang albums to listen to? All of them. Lloyd Banks with Body Fabulous. So, quick question. Who think Dana White is doing his job? Thank you. Somebody said I wasn't fat. Somebody who got eyes and could realize that Carcino is in shape. I'm not in Tyson shape though. So I'm not like wanting everybody to think I'm Mike Tyson or something. I walk up in there. Be like, I heard you say you wanted to fight Carcino. I'm right here. Come on, let's see what you got. Come on, punk. You know, none of that's taking place. Be like, I don't like you. You got a big mouth. Let me see if you try to knock me out with that mouth. Ugh. See, I'm gonna punch him so hard, it's gonna go drive his nose bone into his brain and kill him. I do whatever I want. Yes, I did used to ghostwrite. I really haven't done it since 2014. My friend got murdered, who I was working with. He got murdered about a year ago. He started going over to do videos. He started doing videos now. He got murdered accidentally because the guy he was filming videos for rappers in the city and out here, and he went to go to North Chicago to go over there and film this guy shooting videos, and they were out on the block, and the guy who had beef with them saw them on the block all deep, so he just started shooting at their little video set, and the only person that got hit, no, two other people got hit, but he's the only one that got killed. And he was just the guy with the camera. He got hit in the head, killed instantly. So, DeAndre Burrell. Why would you care about what another man does? Mm-mm-mm. Shame on you. Yeah, so he got murdered. So once that happened, that ended my last connection with putting some lines together and all that. But at one point, I did write some bars against somebody I like, 50 Cent. So that was a weird time. The song never came out. It was a song that was called 5-0. I was asked this guy named Brian. He was in contact with my homie, the one that got killed. So he said, look, they finna one of the dudes in Murder INC. So they wanted to go and do this song called 5-0. It was gonna be on this mixtape that Ja Rule was putting out that he was gonna do for them, and they was like, "Yeah, this dude wants you to put down some lines." So it was like, "All right, can you pen something quick?" And I was like, "Cool, like what are we talking about?" And like, y'all, it's just like going at 50. So they was just looking for a collection of bars that they could use to put together and go against them. And the song was gonna be called 5-0. But at the time, it couldn't go nowhere. And if I can remember the lines, oh god, you talking many years ago. 50 Cent 5-0. No, something like that. It's like, what was it? 50 Cent is 5-0. He's working with 5-0, so the only investigation he'll be facing is 5-0. What he said, Murder INC, they got Londo. And they'll have your whole crew smoke like a Marlboro all the way down to the brown stuff. What it was saying, I can't remember the whole thing, but it was something like that. But yeah, it was a very interesting time because we was actually cool with them. It had some dope lines in it, but I'm telling you, we was in that business. We had battle raps for Papoose. You see, I got Papoose Day and Papoose Week. We had bars written for certain people that was asking us for lines for Pap. I ain't say I was Pap, but we had bars for him too. They were like, "Can you pen something for Pap?" I'm like, "Do you want me to get in there?" I'm like, "Okay." Shoot. Next thing you know, we had lines against Pap. It was like we got what do we have? I was like, we'll drop Ether on Paprika. Make him and his Boom Shika in a double, something like that with a double feature. It was crazy. But we was all into that. So it was like a whole team of writers in there writing some stuff down for a disc that never happened. That was during a whole bad era where he was in it with a lot of different people at the time. And right now, I'm gonna end up they putting a lot of pressure on me to take down the Fat Joe video, and I'm gonna take it down because oh yeah, that's what you gotta do. Like before, we spit rim out like phlegm. She came with us shady, but she ain't slim. Oh man, we talked about her having cankles, everything, dog. It was a whole situation that was bad at that point. But all of that stuff ain't gonna make it. People just take bars that they like out of it and end up making their song. That's why you have like 3 and 4, 5 different people in there. So I'm very good with coming up with diss tracks and lines and bars. Some real witty ones. Like everybody stole the one line that, like if I have a bar and I think it's too corny, I'll throw it out and somebody else will take it and run with it. They stole that. I'm not a Blue Devil cheerleader, but I know how to keep my dukes up. And everybody was like, I've heard that 1,000 times, 1,000 different ways, and I know I created it. And I'm like, man, I had that in freestyle like in '92, and everybody's still using that bar. I'm like, I heard that in a battle somebody used. I'm like, man, I created that years ago, and now I'm like, now they making it sound corny. I'm like, man, I'm through. That's why I don't be liking to hear, do no bars, no nothing. People, I'm like, man, people just steal from you. Nick with the cannon? Come on, man. No way. That's Remy all the way. Pat would never put no Nick at Night, Nick Cannon. Oh, no. That's Remy Ma. Pat does not do that. It's not going to be that simple with him. I never liked my voice. I never wanted to be a rapper. Never wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to sit back and write rhymes. I wanted to do like Weird Al with raps, make joke raps, because all my raps were battle raps. I could write a formulated rhyme and make it structured and everything else, but to me, that's boring. I like just doing battle raps. Like I said, I make the raps to make that guy want to swing on me. That's the kind of raps I love. High energy. If you ain't mad enough to want to swing on me on the battle, that's not, it ain't good. So, but I never wanted to be the rap guy out there. The one time I got in the battle, some guy went and chose me to be the Vic. Like, I want him. I'm gonna battle him. Come on, man, come battle me. Just stand there. I'm finna show off in front of everybody. I'm like, dude, you don't even know who you grabbed. You have no idea who you grabbed. My own cousin knew what I was finna do to him. He just didn't know if I was gonna go along with this or not. I'm just like, nah, I'm finna bite his head off for real. Because he shouldn't even came and grabbed me like that. Pap is too deep for a disaster. Pap is way too deep for disaster. Pap would definitely take him the long way. Pat would take him to school. And don't forget, yeah, Drake album dropping tomorrow. It's probably gonna drop tonight at midnight, knowing them. That means Rick Ross album sales are like this. That's why he dropped his album yesterday. Because he know he's gonna get totally wiped out with downloads and everything else as soon as Drake drop. When Drake drop, is over. Him acting like he care about Lil Wayne is only gonna get him like $5. That boy, man, his career gonna dry up like a snowball in Hawaii. That thing gonna dry up fast. I can't believe what Tia told me. But your career is over. But we're gonna end this video right now. But I am gonna take down the Fat Joe and Papoose. Cause they've been, y'all don't know, they've been fighting me over that video. Cause I guess it's causing problems cause it's digging up old worms. But just to appease them, I'm gonna leave it out so a couple more people can hear it. And I'm probably gonna take it down. Ross is beefing with Birdman. Watch my videos and you'll find out. Just go hit the timeline. I'm out.